Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I hope you guys are doing good. In this video we are going to cover Nginx Webserver, and we will discuss what are the uses of this server, the installation procedure, and the procedure of configuration. I have some notes prepared before I started the video, so I'm going to share them with you. In this video we're going to have different sections, and I'm going to let you know what those sections are going to be. The first one is overview of what we are going to discuss. In our case, it's Nginx. The second one, I will show you the commands which I have written. These commands are for installation and configuration of Nginx server. Then we will start with the installation of Nginx, and then the next is the configuration of Nginx server, and finally we will look at the results. So the first thing we will discuss is what is Nginx. Nginx is a web server that can also be used as a reverse proxy, load balancer, mail proxy, and HTTP cache. Now, it is used for different purposes, but in our case, we are going to use it as a web server, so we will stick to that. We are not going to do the rest of the things here in this video, but in future, my upcoming videos will cover these parts. Next one, we have commands here. You can see update repository, install Nginx, create own website. Nginx by default has a default website. Here we have the path mentioned. This is the path for the default website, but in our case we are going to create our own website, so we will create another directory and we will put all the relevant files inside the directory. Next thing is we are going to set up a virtual host, and the last one is we will restart the service to activate the changes which we have made. So let's just start with the process. Okay, so we have a virtual machine set up here. Let me start the virtual machine. All this installation and testings are going to be done inside the virtual machine, so just letting you know that. Let me check. Okay, okay, so we are accessing the virtual machine via SSH, so we don't want that. We don't want to see that VMware window. And the next thing we have is these presentations. Okay, let's have them in parallel. So the first thing here we have mentioned is the repository update. I hope you guys can see. Update, and here I've provided the password. It's going to update the repository. It's still in process. The next command we have is it's going to be used for installation of Nginx. So it's apt install Nginx -y. Okay, if you remember the IP address, this one, we're gonna test this IP. We're gonna check what is there any web server running. Okay, you can see it here. There is a website. Nginx is installed, and we are able to see the website running there. Now the next challenge we have here is let me zoom it. The next challenge we have is it says that we need to go to var and www, and we're gonna tutorial vi index html. We need to paste this whole thing. Actually, we have created an HTML page, and this is the HTML code which we have pasted inside of it. We need sudo, and the code is, the file is saved. The next thing we have is we need to set up a virtual host. So for that we need to change the location, Nginx sites enabled, and then we have sudo tutorial, and here we need to paste this. Okay, and at last we need to restart the service. Now if we check here, here we have it. So you can see the website. Actually I had to enter the port because the virtual host we set up was on port 81. So the website can be accessed on port 81 only. All these instructions I'm going to paste in the description so that you can use them without typing. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video and understood what we discussed. And the last thing is, if you have any question, you can leave your questions in the comment section. I'll try to answer them as soon as I will be available and possible. Thank you guys.